staff stand in terms of their interest. But there's quite a large gap between their thoughts on where we should go and where the average developer is at.
As Steve mentions, Toronto is one of the first municipalities in North America to, as part of the building permit process, have a requirement to include a certain amount of green roof area. And if you don't, you have to, it's almost like a parkland dedication. You know, if you don't have enough parkland, you have to pay into a fund. Similar to if for some reason you can't do enough green roof, you have to pay into a fund that supports putting green roofs on existing buildings. So very, very well thought out and effective program. And there's a few others like it, Chicago. In fact, I spoke at the Green Roofs for Healthy Cities conference in Chicago in the fall about some of my work there. And my only concern about that specific strategy and green roofs in particular is that they are perceived and promoted by the green roof industry, that's pretty vocal, as the ultimate thing to do on a roof. You know, there's no better solution for a flat roof than putting grass on it. But you know what? That ain't necessarily so. And it depends on what are you trying to, you know, what are the criteria? You're trying to, you know, reduce runoff or save energy or what, right? So to me, I think there is a role for some kind of regulation, but in a smarter way. And I know the green roof bylaw in Toronto has been challenged because, listen, there's other ways. If we're trying to save energy, if we're trying to reduce water or habitat, there are other ways of doing that. That, you know, green roof is one of them, but that's not necessarily the only solution for every building and every application. So, yeah, I think you're starting to see now smarter and more flexible standards so that allows some leeway for the designers to decide, okay, here's what we want to do. We want to, like, Port Coquitlam, I think, has a standard now where they say, listen, we want you to have this much less runoff from your roof. Right, that's what we're measuring. That's our criteria. How you do it is up to you. And they give you some suggestions, including green roofs, but it's ultimately up to you how you do it. So it's more, what are the outcomes, rather than saying, no, you have to. They're giving the prescription that you have to have a green roof. No, here, what are we trying to measure? That's